Good evening, friends, and happy Tuesday. Mari, I'm in to check on you, and I want to have a little Tuesday talk. I am going to invite Queen in because that is my bestie. So we like to tag team. Queen, are you here? And I know y'all just saw us on yesterday, but we are back again because it is literally crunch time now. If you aren't already feeling it, I'm feeling it for you. And when I say feeling it, I mean I start to feel a little bit of pressure during this time of year. And it's not pressure that anybody else put on me, it's pressure that I put on myself because if I set some goals, I want to make sure that I am moving in the right direction and staying focused to accomplish those goals. Queen, are you here? Let me see. If you hear Queen, send a smoke signal. I send you. Oh, I see you. Hey, Queen, go ahead and push the little man in the corner to join me this evening. Tonight, we are going to be talking about pushing through and staying focused. And it's not going to be long tonight because I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to make sure that whatever it is that you said that you were going to do this year, that you are making sure that you are on task to do that. And it seems like every time we set goals to do some things, wait, I cut my head off. Okay, well, pop in
Hello,
with
hello, darling.
let me
Hello,
back up. Pop in with your sunglasses on here.
hello, darling. I'm just visualizing us laying on the
Lord,
beach in Nigeria.
take us to the beach in
Yes,
Nigeria.
in Nigeria, when
How are
we,
you?
we become rich.
Amen.
We
I
already
I
rich and highly
join my
favored.
faith. I join my faith with your
That's right.
faith
We got to write the
and
vision.
make it plain, honey. So tonight, and you know what? When you write that vision and make it plain, because that's the first part of it. But after you write that vision and make it plain, I don't know if it's just me. You tell me if you experience this too, but I think I know the answer. It's like once you actually write it down and you get started, it seems like anything that can start to happen, they start to happen.
That's right.
So I think we need to talk about that for a second because what do you do when things start to happen? Because life will happen. And it seems like it'll happen as soon as you make up your mind that you're ready to pursue whatever that thing is that has been on your heart and your mind. It's like what's the word I'm trying to say? Because today was a day. So what's the word I'm trying to say, Queen?
Today was a day, not just for you, for me too.
How was your day? Let me rewind and check on you first. Oh Lord. Is that a
Well,
is that a
yeah,
microphone? I
yes,
want a little
yeah.
microphone. Where did
As
you
I sing, you won't break my
you won't
soul. You
break
will,
my soul.
you will not break my soul.
Where did you get the little mini microphone? Where'd you get that mini from?
Amazon,
Did you get
you
one
won't
for me?
break my soul.
Did you order me one?
Maybe.
Okay.
Why are you so spoiled?
We a team. So if you have a mini mic, it's only right that I have a mini microphone, right?
That's right. You're right. Anyway, my day was wonderful. I will not let the enemy steal my joy.
Amen. Amen.
But boy, oh boy, I started having a flare up, and um, I flare up fibromyalgia,
Oh no.
and started having spasms today, and I'm just like,
Mm.
the devil, you a lie. And then when I came home, I was telling my daughter, I'm like, they gone.
Hmm.
So what does that tell you?
what it tells me is what I've been continuing to tell you, that
And I'm continuing to tell you with your swole up feet.
you didn't let me finish. How you gonna ask me a question and then answer the question? Yes, stress will definitely start to show in your body, and you got to figure out ways to remove that stress, or at least cope with it as best. Because all stress, you just won't be able to get rid of all stress. We don't live in a world by
Exactly.
ourselves, so it's unrealistic to think that you'll never have stress. But you only have to accept the things that you cannot change. So the things that you can change, it's our responsibility to change them. And if that means that it is a person, a place, or a thing that we can eliminate from our lives, or at least, even if we can't eliminate them completely, limit our dealings with them, we need to do it. Because
I had did a short video earlier today, and before we even talked about even coming on here, and I was thinking, and I was sitting there in my car praying as I was texting you, and God was saying to me, to tell people to just keep continuing to push through, even in the midst of everything that's going on in our lives. We have to continue to push through, and the heat is going to get turned up. You see how hot it was today? It was
hot today.
It was hot, hot, but we diamonds. So we gotta do what we gotta do. It don't feel good at all.
Feel good. And I think the hardest part about pushing through is that it would definitely show you how committed you are to whatever it is that is forcing you to have to push.
Mm-hmm.
Because giving up it's so easy. And really sometimes it's not easy, because the circumstance that it might leave you in, you have to pick your heart. Do I want to stay where I am, or stay in whatever situation, and I'm going to be comfortable with that? And comfortable might really mean I'm not that comfortable, but is more comfortable than actually having to push through to get to the next level. And baby, that push. I didn't have to push for labor. I had a C-section, and in my mind, I thought that having a C-section was going to be easier. But it's like, do you want your pain now or later? That's what it feels. That's what it feels like when you have to keep pushing through the situations that come with life.
Well, I had two of mine natural. I had my first one in the ambulance. Lord. I didn't even make it to the hospital. So imagine being in labor for 24 hours.
I don't want to imagine.
Yeah, I was in labor for about 24 hours.
I was in labor because I actually labored for a couple of hours. It was only maybe about 6 or 7. And I thank God that it was over that part, the early pain. I got out of it quick, but baby, that pain after a C-section. Do you have a C-section before?
Nope.
Queen.
Natural. And
oh Lord really did a work.
But the aftermath of ripping, because all natural. No.
Bless all the women, period, because I think whether you had to push that baby out one way or you had to get that baby cut out, they both hurt, and they both require a different kind of pain and a different kind of push.
Yeah.
But you were about to ask me something. I don't even know what made me think of child.
I was going to say, so how do we encourage others and ourselves to remain focused, to keep our eye on the prize? Because there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that you have to, how much do you really want it? Whatever it is that you say you want. If you want it enough, then how much are you willing to sacrifice to get it? Because the sacrifice and the keeping focused and continuing to go, even when you don't see the payoff immediately, or you don't see the way, because sometimes you are literally moving by faith. Definitely not by sight. It's really, how much do I want it, and what am I willing to do to get it?
Can you even imagine? Has there ever been a point in your life where you didn't have faith? Can you imagine people that just don't?
I can't, because everything that really mattered to me that I did in my life required me to have faith, because it was so many other missing pieces. Like, when we talked last week about the different business ventures that I took, it was so many missing pieces that if I didn't have faith, I never would have started, because I couldn't see how it was all going to turn out. And I didn't know how it would work, but I had to have the faith that, okay, it could work out. It could be good. It could go how I planned, or it could go better than I planned. And even if it doesn't, I'm willing to take, take the risk, take the journey. I'm willing to bet on myself, and definitely bet on God, and see what happens. I don't know how people operate without faith. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's why so many people they don't ever get started with the things that they want to do, because they don't. It's a faith walk. Doing things that are outside of your comfort zone is definitely a faith walk, because you definitely don't have answers to know how it's going to work out.
One of the things me and you've discussed before, and one of the things I said in my video is, being complacent and just staying stuck and being there just because you don't want to give it a try, or like you said, you don't want to exercise your faith, or you're just being lazy, and you don't want to push through knowing that there's something better on the other side of this. How do you conquer those hurdles? I see so many people that, they complacent. They just stuck, and they're okay with that.
And that's a dangerous place to be, stuck. And I think that's why I've always been, I think a lot of people are afraid, which is a natural fear. What if I do this and it doesn't work? But I think my bigger fear has always been, what if I never even try, and I don't even know if it will work? Or it could have been my next best thing that I never was willing to just take a chance on. So I
Yeah.
don't even know how people can get so, I don't know the word, but it makes them just stuck. They won't ever go and ever try
It's
to do
like, I'm just
something
gonna be
new.
right here.
I'm gonna be
I'm
right
and
here.
I'm okay with that.
Are they okay though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they are more, at least they know what to expect. I think that's what it is, because I don't know. Are you okay with, is somebody really okay with knowing that they really didn't even push themselves to see what could happen with their
We
goals
serve
or dreams?
because we serve a God that says He's more than enough. He will supply all your needs. He's more. He will give you more abundance. I don't want to just do this when I can do. I don't want to be that person. And so you have to push through. You have to.
You have to push through. And you definitely have to, at some point in time, one of my fears is, like, at the end of my life, when I'm too old to actually, because it is going to be a time when your body it does not have the physical.
Girl, sometimes today,
No, it's not yet.
I was
It's not yet
like,
for you. But
I was
it
getting
will
out the
come a
car
time.
like,
You got out the car kind of slow.
like,
I don't want to wait and waste my good years where I actually have the strength to try things, and I have the strength to bounce back from things, because when I'm old and in my wheelchair, that's not going to be the time. That's going to be a different season. So I'm willing to risk. And I always try to say, what's the worst thing that can happen?
What's the worst thing?
What's the worst thing that can happen? If I won't be homeless, if I won't starve, if nobody will die or be injured, is it that bad? Whatever else could happen. Am I missing anything that could be the bad things? Because those are pretty.
Well, I've been homeless before.
What? Queen, Lord, when?
Well, I got no place to go. I'm alone. Did you know that song was about homeless people? Yeah. Will you be a friend and help me?
I like that song, actually. I used to like my sister, the reason because, my sister used to listen to all these songs. I'm wondering, like, why did I know these songs at 7? That's why.
Oh, okay.
She was a few years older, but I did not know that you used to be homeless.
Yeah.
When were you homeless? Please don't say when you were a child.
Who?
Please don't say when you were a child. I might have to go just fight your company.
What difference would it make?
Because I just need to know. Just tell me the year so I can just have an idea.
Well, I mean, everybody's homeless is not homeless. They probably would say, I mean, I wasn't like living in the car or on the streets, but I didn't have a house of my own. Long story, but yeah. And I pushed through. My daughter, I had all my kids, and I want to say we had moved to Georgia for a minute, and it just didn't work out. And I came back, and he stayed, and I flopped from house to house for a minute.
Wow.
And by the grace of God, my daughter was able to ace school with no problems. And I homeschooled her because they said she was so smart. They was like, just keep her at home and do what you was doing. So I homeschooled her for 2 years.
I commend that because
go ahead and say it. If Johnny had
5 apples, I'd be like, Johnny had 5 apples. Hey, Anitra, good evening. How are you?
Hey, Anitra.
How are you? But I didn't know that about you. There's so many things. Every time you tell me something different, I'm literally just amazed, because there are some people, life has beat them and they did not get back up again. And then there are people like you. I mean, if life was a chick that was like really a big chick that could fight, she kind of dragged you, and you have recovered.
But I beat that with a bat.
I like that song. I'm proud of you.
What's your level of music? You a little what? Ratchet?
If you in my car, you gonna hear gospel. You gonna hear some Afrobeat. You gonna hear some twerk music. You gonna hear a little rap. You gonna hear a combination. It's an eclectic playlist.
I see.
You never know what's gonna pop up on that playlist. So one minute you could be doing praise and worship, the next minute you like. So you never know. You never know.
But yeah, I've been through a lot, and and here's the thing, I'm able to look back on those things and say, well, if I can make it through that, it's a cakewalk. It don't make it feel good, but
right. But if you did it before, if he did it before, you can do it again.
He can, yeah.
And it is some comfort in that.
Same God.
Same God. Just a different
from
situation.
then. Yeah, just a
And
different situation. So,
and,
but yeah, yeah,
and by that time, it's a song that I love, and I can't think of the young lady's name, but she's saying in that song that we have evidence. You know, God is the living proof, and He keeps promises, and His word doesn't fail. You know, we saw Him do it before. We can see Him do it again. We know He handled it before, so it's just a
yeah,
different situation.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm,
So
I'm
I,
proud of you.
thank you. So just being able to push through and persevere, it's very challenging, especially with these people. Now let's talk about that.
Lord. I'm learning, and I've already learned it, but it's so evident to see sometimes misery really loves company. Because when some people are going through storms in their life, even the people that are trying to help them, they will try to drag them into the storm instead of being pulled into the help.
But see, you'll be surprised, Mar, how many people sit back and watch you from behind the scenes, and they want to see you fall apart.
I
They want to
I
see,
wouldn't be
they
surprised.
want to see how can they throw a wrench in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember years ago, it was something you shared with me that somebody said that they didn't expect me to see. Do you remember that comment? Hi, Deanna, how are you? It was something.
Right.
It was an event going on. It was not an event, but I'm not gonna name what it was. But they were like, "I'm sitting back with my popcorn. I want to see this."
So I don't know, but we'll
I'm gonna
talk about it
remind you.
later.
But
Yeah,
it always amazes me. And it's always a little bit sad sometimes because I think it's more women that
most
want
definitely.
the downfall of other women than probably men. And I could never understand that because you're not my competition.
Not
The
at all.
competition happens at the bottom. I believe that people who are at the top, who are confident in what they're doing, I think they get together and collaborate more, share ideas, bounce ideas off of each other, work to build together. And then you have people with a scarcity mindset that always feel like I don't, she can do good, but not better than me. Or I
Not
might be able
better
to,
than me.
I can cheer a little bit, but not too much. And it's sad because
Mhm.
since even if you never cheer for me, I'm still cheering for you.
Me
I
too.
still want to see you win, you
Me
know.
too.
So I
Me
never
too.
understood that part. And I don't
But
want to,
yeah,
yeah, but I never wanted to understand it either. I don't want to understand what envy feels like.
no.
Yeah.
Have you ever envied anybody?
I
I
haven't. When I see people who are doing things that I aspire to do, I'm more intrigued and I feel
me
more
too.
confident because I'm like, wow, if she can do it or if he can do it, I can do it too because I'm literally
Right.
looking at this
This
person.
ain't battle of the bands, ain't drumline. I ain't, you know.
Right. It's like, we all can win. We really can.
Have you experienced that in different areas of your life, as far as even business?
As far as people wanting me not to win,
Well, not just that, but well, let me see if I can do it better than her.
absolutely.
Tell your
I'm
story,
not.
girl.
I've had when I had my pole dance studio. You know, it was so much.
It was posts
It was
popping up everywhere after
poles
that.
popping up everywhere, and I was like, you know what? Whatever is for you, sis. Even if you learned everything you know from me and you copied my whole curriculum, you can take it and use it because the people that love me will still love me. The people that love you will love you. And I don't have a scarcity mindset. So instead of me focusing on what you might be taken from me, I'm going to focus on, okay, how do I make sure that I continue to offer what the people want so that I can be the best at the thing that I do well. You
Right,
know, I think it just depends on what you focus on.
right.
Yeah. So, but Yep, I've had that happen in a lot of different areas. And I just choose to, as best I can, not
People
really.
are so weird. Why are people so
Very weird.
weird? They so weird.
Because I think some
Especially these
people, like I
women,
said, they
they so
want,
weird. I want
some
them to
women
stop being
are.
weird.
Some women are very, very weird. And then there are some that are like you. They are and other people. I've had so many women that I've never met in person cheer for me over the years that it's like, wow. Or I actually, one time I was in Home Depot and I saw a lady who we had only been friends on Facebook for years. And she was like, hey, Marty, she came and gave me a hug. And she was like, I am so proud of you. And I'm like, who are you? And she said, I've been following you. I've been supporting you. And she really had. She would share my post if she knew somebody that was looking for whatever service I was offering at the time. She would recommend me. So, you know what? I think for as many weird people that there are genuine people who are happy for you, proud of you, and they really do want to
I don't
support
know.
you and see you win. I believe it because I've experienced that part too. I have experienced people wanting to see me win.
I, I I think the biggest part for me is the people that want you to stay right where they are.
That's the other thing. Uh, and that's the thing too. I think that's why you have to be mindful of your circle because if your circle is continuously progressing, you won't ever really be stuck in a place that don't want to be stuck in. But if you are around people often who are complacent, I think it will be a problem. Even online, you can get a sense of vibes to an extent.
You
I
sure
think,
can.
Yana, that is very, very true.
That
That
part
part is
right there.
very, very true. Vibes, they just don't lie. You
Mm-mm.
can tell people who, you can even tell there are friends that you can have, and I use the word friends very loosely. They look for opportunities to sneak this. They always kind of have that little sly remark to say, and it's like, but if you're my friend, why are you saying that in the first place?
Oh, I know. I know it's several people. They won't say nothing to me,
Mm,
of course, because they know I'll. But I know they'd be like, "What she and her doing? What they doing together? What they doing?
what
What
they
they got
doing?
going on?
Anitra
What
said
they
you have
call
to,
themselves doing?"
what they think they doing. Anitra said you have to be cautious about family members too. Anitra
Come
ain't
on.
never lied. It's some people, I don't care who they are. They just they don't, you can do okay, but the moment it looks like you might be doing a little bit better than them, they could
You
be your
won't break my
cousin and they got a
soul.
problem.
You won't break my soul. You won't break. You want one, don't
I
you?
want one. I want
Everybody.
a little microphone. You see me looking with this itch in my eyes at that little microphone. Deanna said, and that's so sad. Then you get labeled with being defensive when you express that you caught their shade. Amen, Deanna. Because when I catch your shade, I don't care who you are. When I catch your shade, it just depends on what kind of mood you catch me in that day. Sometimes I might try to be, and I wonder sometimes, is it really being the bigger person? Because sometimes people need to know that you know.
Yeah, I don't get off into that whole bigger person thing. For me, I just pass on. I guess I don't know. It's something about me being 50 that I'm at that, okay, whatever. I just I don't care.
And sometimes, even if I don't care, sometimes I'm going to address it because if you are not really happy for me, you don't have to be around me, and you don't have to call, you don't have to text, you don't have to watch anything that I ever post. But if you do, you definitely don't have to send a sneak this either. I used to really hate that comment. So you still got your little business. Why is it little? You don't have it. Why do you have to call it little? You didn't
Hmm.
start it. Can you
Hmm.
even start a business? You didn't even pursue your own little business. So
Hmm.
why are you calling mine little? But I don't say that though.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
say that. But um, God is good.
That's what we gonna have to start saying. God is good.
God is good. And
Hmm.
You know what? I think if we didn't have, like I always say, I tell Ifeanyi all the time, if there were no tests, there wouldn't be a testimony. So all of these things, uh, if we believe the word, we just have to believe that he's saying he works them all, for our good. And I believe that
Yeah.
part. I believe that part. Even when it
Yeah.
feel like it's killing you and you want to get in the bed and curl up in a fetal position and just
You
what
got to continue to push
you got to
through.
continue to push through.
Right?
Uh,
What you say?
hmm.
What Deanna say?
No, I read her last comment. She said, when you
No, she said
agree.
something else.
Oh, it hasn't showed up on my screen yet then.
I don't have my glasses on.
Girl,
But
you
you know, I thank God. I thank God for you. I thank God, for our friendship and how it's grown and how God is in the midst of it, because it gives us an opportunity to do things that a lot of people will not embark on. They will not try to even do because they have too much, I don't want to say jealousy towards a person, but like I said earlier, they don't want to see that person shine any more than them. So, you know, when we do stuff, you you always make sure to say, well, no, you're gonna put your name on here too, or no, we in this together, or no, I want a little microphone too.
and, and that's how, because I literally acknowledge that there are just it is not sometimes that you can't do some things alone, but I don't think you can really grow to your full potential being a one man or one woman show. And even with the things that I have going on in Nigeria, some people will always say, wow, look at what you did by yourself. I'm like, no, no, sweetie, please know Ifeanyi's name. He don't even have to ever come here. He don't have to live here, but there is somebody on the other side who is joining their faith with my faith and their work with my work, because the Bible also said faith without work is dead. And
Mm-hmm.
without him, some of this stuff,
Couldn't do it.
even if it were possible, it would be a tremendous struggle. So I give credit where credit is due. I
You would not
acknowledge.
be able to have what you have now. It probably took you about 5 more years
I literally
before.
would have had to be there, and even if I was there, it would take time, because what he's able to guide me through quicker, because he literally is from Nigeria. I would
Mm-hmm.
have to learn the land first in order to navigate it the way that I can now. And now I don't have to do that. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Okay.
So yes,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. Thank
ever
God.
pretend like it's all me. It's not all me. It's me and my partner, whoever that is, and God. We are a trio. And that's just what it is.
So, um, he's over there. So, and that's your business partner over there. Um, how does he encourage you to push through, knowing that you're here and he's there, and you can't be there to manage your business?
And it's not, I can't be there physically. But let me go back. Ifeanyi is my right hand man and my prayer partner. And whenever I get in a place, because that's the thing, I can understand sometimes why people don't want to pursue a dream or follow it, because it can be hard and it can take everything that you have on the inside, and you have to do it when is not easy, when it's not profitable, when you don't know any of the answers. You're only operating off of a business plan, and you don't know maybe how accurate that plan might be. I can see why people may say, I'm not doing that. But when I get into those times where I start to feel the pressure, he just like you. He just a man. He got that word, baby, and he will pour that word into me and on me. He will stop me and start to pray. He'll let me get it out, but then he will say he will come back and I'll be like, I call him pastor sometimes because he
I
gets
know
to
I heard you.
I can tell you a word, but he will say in Psalms
A
he
book,
will know
book, yeah. I
exactly
heard him.
he'll
I heard
know
him. I'm
exactly
like,
where to tell you to go. And I need that sometimes because it's like, I'm still human. So it's not that I'm not afraid.
I
It's
pray
not
my next husband be that way, cause honey, that's a turn on for me.
it is. But he really he is a prayer warrior. That man is a praying man. And I mean
Yeah,
for real
that's
prayer.
beautiful. He is. He really
When
is.
we did our
And
first tour in Nigeria, um, every morning he woke me up so we could pray. Before we took those ladies out, and even the week before they came, because I was there a week prior to them
right,
arriving. And honey, we prayed because we would pray together from I'm here and he's there on the phone. But when I got there, he's
right.
like, look, we right here. Let's get into this prayer because now we're walking in the thing that we were praying for. So it's
And
here.
that is one of the most powerful tools that we need is prayer. Prayer does change things. It truly does.
Prayer and work. Because now here's the flip side. I've known some people in life who has some amazing talents and skills. And I would ask them sometimes, why don't you never thought about doing this? And they would say things like, well, I'm just waiting on God. And it's like,
No.
what? He waiting on you
Mm-mm.
too. You have to you literally have to do your part, you know.
Yes.
So you
Hmm.
sitting back with the skill, but you don't want to use it. He didn't give it to you for you not to do anything with. Do something.
Do something.
He will meet you there, but you have to do something with it.
You have to.
And
You do.
so
You have to.
that's the other thing, you got to do something. You got to move. At some point in time, you have to
And
make
Nietzsche
a move.
said they both go hand in hand. That
They
is
go
so
hand
true.
in hand. They go hand in hand. I don't think you can have one without the other.
Without the other. I mean, some things, if God performs that miracle, supernatural miracle, then yeah, but still you have to have that work
You
behind it
do.
because
And then when you do enough of the work to get the thing, you have to also continue the work to keep it. That's the other part. I think some people they say, "Phew, I made it." Okay, now you made it here, but now it's a whole different set of work to keep it. Don't get complacent.
look, we're gonna be rich and I'm gonna sit back with my microphone and be like, um, can you please pass the Grey Poupon?
No, if we in Africa, if we in Nigeria, it's gonna be
I
like,
don't want no foo-foo.
can you please pass the fufu?
I don't want no
Can
foo-foo.
you pass the agusi soup?
I don't want that.
Did you
It
even
looks
have you
gummy.
tried agusi?
I have smelled it, and that's enough.
Now let me tell you though, I thought that I did. Let me tell you, Ijeoma, my cook in Nigeria, I normally do not like agusi soup because I only have the recipe that I ain't gonna put his name out there like that because make it seem like he
Come
can't
on,
cook.
come
I
on,
didn't
tell me.
like the
Tell me.
recipe, but Ijeoma's agusi soup, maybe I was full blown. I was really, it was good. So when you come, because I'm already saying, Anitra said it's delicious. When you come, Queen,
Anitra,
you're gonna have to have Ijeoma's agusi.
I rebuke
It's
you.
no but Queen, you will like it. I'm serious.
Which is delicious, the fufu or
The
the
agusi
agusi soup?
soup. And Anitra probably both of them, Anitra, because you can't really have one without the other. You have to have a swallow, or you need some type of swallow to eat with the soup.
You need some type of swallow. I don't
They
need nothing.
go together.
Listen,
It's
you find me a Burger King over there.
They do have Burger King,
I know.
but you're not coming all the way over there and eating a Burger King every night. You
It's
gonna
gonna be different Burger
eat
King.
this rice and stew and this.
African, it's got jollof rice at Burger King.
Then now I'm gonna tell you at KFC that you can get jollof rice for a side. Never had fufu. I had puff puff. Okay.
Puff Puff is good. I like Puff Puff.
Nature, when you come, you gonna have this goofy. Your Joma can really cook. She can really cook. Cause she just like you. She just cooking Nigerian food. Don't do that. But yeah.
Slimy.
No, what
Almost slimy.
soup is that is really okra soup?
That okra. Ooh.
I hate okra soup. I don't
like okra, but I'll do that pepper
soup.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pepper soup, but I need you to tell me what kind of meat in it. Don't put no bush meat in my pepper soup. That's the only thing I'm always careful of. I need to know what kind of meat I'm eating because I don't want to be in the bathroom all day because my system is not used to it. So make my pepper soup.
So when you say bush meat, what meat is that?
Bush meat is literally meat in the bush. They call it grasshopper. It's not a grass. I don't remember what animal name it actually is here, but it could be, or they call it grass cutter. It could be.
Oh, peanut butter soup is good too. Yeah.
I don't like peanut butter soup either. It could
You
be,
don't?
No. It could be possum. One of my friends, he literally hit a possum. If somebody hit a possum here, he took that possum home, girl, and cooked it. When I went over there and saw that, I said, I rebuked that possum. I rebuked you.
What you do?
I'm not eating that possum. Girl, it could be deer, it could be, and deer and lamb, I don't think those are bush meat, but it's things that I don't even know the name of some of the animals.
Just roadkill.
They live in a bush, yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
It's something about the peanut butter in my soup, Anisha, that I just can't. When I know it's peanut butter there, I just can't eat it. I just don't. I love rice and stew though. I could eat rice and stew and that turkey with the spicy sauce. I could eat jollof rice. I can eat coconut rice. I can eat fried rice. I can eat suya every day. Every day I can eat that stuff.
What is that?
Suya it's beef. They cook it with beef or they make it with chicken, and it's like this spice. It's grilled, and you only can get it in the evening time because that's when they come out and grill it. For some reason, it's only in the evening, and it has like this spicy spice on there, and then you can have it with like tomato, cucumber, and onion. We're gonna go to Congo. They have it, so we'll have some there one day.
It was very hot today. So is it hot like that? See, I want to go where my boobs can be out because it's gonna be too hot to have on anything.
It's hot every day and night. There is no winter.
So I can wear my boobs out.
You gonna go to the bush where it might be somebody else with their boobs out because you can't just walk around with you can put your wrap on though and you can wear that and
I want my boobs out.
You can't just have your boobs out now.
Why?
Because you just can't. You can't just.
But that's what they show us in the movies.
And that's why I'm so glad that people could actually come and experience it because if we still thought about
you're laughing at me.
if we still thought about Africa the way they have shown it to us, then
right,
all we should see when I'm there is people that are hungry and thin with flies flying around them, what they show us in the Feed the Children commercials. And is there some of that there? Yes, but there is also some parts of, I'm going to speak about Nigeria in particular, that are very, very wealthy. People are doing very well, is very affluent, middle and upper class, where you will see places and homes that look like if you've never seen it, you wouldn't even imagine that it was there.
I want to go where the men have on the loincloths.
Queen, I'll have it. Well, we have to. So, if we go to the village,
you need to explore.
If we go to the village during the festive season, you might see them in some of their traditional attire. It's not even traditional attire. I'm trying to think of the name of it, Well, maybe they'll be doing cultural, like if they're doing some type of cultural dance or something like that.
Yeah, I want to do the little warrior, little. I'ma start. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need you to come in. I'm gonna need you to get it
It's gonna be
together.
too hot. All I keep thinking about, it ain't even the food. It's the hot.
It is
It was so
hot.
hot today.
It's hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot. But I would rather have summer every day than to ever deal with winter again. Like I like
Well,
summer.
that's true.
I like summer.
I can't stand it.
And
And we got the nerve to be winter
girl,
babies.
the nerve. I was
The
born in the
nerve.
wrong
But I thank you, Lord. We was born.
I'm thankful that I was born, but Lord, I wasn't supposed to be born here. Winter, and when me and Winter, we're not friends. But I do.
Not at all.
I want you to come to Nigeria. I know you'll have a good time. And I want everybody who asks
I
me
don't understand why I can't be walking with my boobs out though.
you not in the city. We're not in the village. Maybe in the village, if they saw that, it might not be so inappropriate. I'm not
If I
gonna do
had my
that.
boobs out in the
Because even when I
city,
went to
what
the
would they
village,
do?
I didn't see nobody with their boobs out. Well, I am going to tell you this. Women do dress a bit more modest there, especially during the daytime hours. So, you know, if you are like exposed
Why
a
you keep
lot,
trying to make it so?
because I don't want to be like,
See, I'm not on PBS.
you can't be, we can't, you
You're
can't,
not doing a documentary.
you can't just be there, just look at, you know, it's a lot more conservative.
You,
It's more,
you was really trying to find the words to say.
I'm trying to say the words because I don't like to sound offensive when I'm explaining something.
Look at you. Ain't that something? Look at you. Ain't you
But
something?
it is. It's a lot more conservative. You will definitely see some because people will ask
I
me like,
remember you saying that.
yeah.
So
you'll see more women fully covered up, even though it's very, very hot and
yeah.
it's just normal. And the people, you know, we here, if it's hot, we may take more off. But there is always hot, and you just see women more covered because it's just like otherwise they're gonna be calling you a shawu, and I mean prostitute.
That's what the prostitutes dress like. So they don't too much. Because I've noticed in a lot of your pictures, not of just a view of other people, I don't see them with like halter tops.
And you can wear as long as you cover. You know what I'm saying? If you're covered, nobody is really, or if it's in the evening time or like you're going to the club where that's expected. But in the daytime, you know, you don't really dress, you know, where you kind of exposed.
Okay.
Yeah. That took some adjusting, not the part, because I never really dressed provocative, but even at some of the beaches, like at the tourist beaches, it's acceptable to be walking around in your swimsuit. But I remember the first time I went to Elagushi Beach, and it was in the daytime hours, and it was a lot of families there. And you know, who was like, I put my swimsuit on, he was like, you know, that sound, where's the rest of your clothes? And I'm like, what?
No.
And honey child, we had it out. And by the time we finished, I had put my dress back over it and everything. And I still got in the water, but I wasn't in my bathing suit because it's just not the norm, you know, to be walking around like that.
Wow.
But at the tourist beaches, like Landmark, which is the beach we took the ladies to, it is a tourist beach, so you'll see more tourists there, and then it is more acceptable to your bathing suit and whatever you want to have on.
So it's some really like dark skinned chocolate men with the
you gonna see all shades in Nigeria.
nostrils.
But if you really like the chocolate
Nostrils.
you gonna go on over to the Gambia or Senegal.
All I want to see is his eyes. I want him to go through.
It's definitely some chocolates there.
How do we get on this?
I don't know. It's definitely some eye candy there though, so you won't be disappointed in that. And I think that I would say Nigerian men in particular, they give some of the best compliments that you ever heard.
They
So
do.
they do. So you'll have a good time. You definitely
Well, no, I
have a
would.
good time.
I don't want to be hot.
You're gonna be hot, so you might as well just you have to get over that part because it's hot. It's literally hot. And we have
Indeed.
air conditioners in the bedrooms, but that's it. And the rest of the house, honey, we gonna turn on the fan, and you just gonna have that fan blow on you. That's
As
it.
long as I have some air, but I just,
You hear I said in the bedroom, you have air, but
I know.
the rest of the house,
I stay in the bedroom.
you're not gonna stay in the bedroom. But
Why?
because
Mary, I'll be hot when I come over your house. So why acting as if I don't? I'm always hot. It's called mini pause.
hey Jessica, so Jessica said post a picture of acceptable clothing for women when it's hot. I will, Jessica, but also anything that you've seen me wear there when I'm there in the daytime is acceptable. Anything you see me wear in the nighttime, you will know that you will not see me
Girl, I saw
with
you
that
with some
on.
blue jeans on. I'm like, why? It's hot.
It's normal because it's normal. I've seen people there with sweaters on, and I'm like, where did you even get a
I've
sweater
seen them
from?
with sweaters on too, and I'm like, where? Why?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think their bodies are more used to it, just the temperature than ours. You know, it's always hot, so they're used to it. But I will, Jessica. I will post some pictures, so you can see.
Do I look sexy?
Yeah, what you over there doing? A boob art shoot?
No, no. I just wanted to go back to my
Jessica said she started to say she said
look
I
like
did see
Donna
you.
Summers. Do I look like Donna
Oh Lord,
Summers?
yeah, you look like.
Oh, I love you, baby.
Jessica
We
said
can
I
do a
did see
comedy
you.
show.
She said she did see me there with blue jeans on, and she was like, "Isn't it hot?" Yes, I was hot.
See, that's what I said. I'm like, girl,
I was very hot.
your cheeks don't change.
And one time I was so hot, I was like, "If you're about to take this shirt off," he was like, "No, no, no, you can't just take." I was burning up. I was burning up that day. It was so hot. But yeah,
I mean, you was cute though, but I was like, why she got pants?
girl, I don't even remember why I put those blue jeans on that day. I think I just, because we have a washing machine there, but most people just hand wash stuff, and I think I probably needed to do laundry. So I wasn't about to be out there washing. So I said, let me put what's still clean. And that's what we had. My blue jeans and my top. And
Has he probably ever used that washing machine?
girl, no. That is only, and we still haven't gotten it hooked up yet because Ifeanyi will hand wash our stuff with no problem. Or you can call a person that will literally come pick up the clothes, wash them for you, and bring them back. So it's not even a big deal to him. When I tell him I need to wash and I'm talking about the laundromat or something, he like, Lolo, give me that. Let me wash this real quick. You go out there and wash it. And that's that. And then it makes me realize sometimes how I'm like, okay, let me not be so lazy because really I could have just helped. And I do help wash. I help wash.
I want to be over there and they feed me like fruit and grapes and stuff. What you think?
You're gonna have to get you some house help, which is very common. It's very common. It's here.
Is it men?
You can hire house help that is a male. It's here that women have a lot of responsibility. When I'm in
Anita
Nigeria,
married. Anita better come on and
Anita
join me so we can get fed some fruit.
it's only here that I have to be washing and cooking and
Yes,
myself.
fruit, grapes, yes.
And the fruit is so fresh there too. The pineapple.
Can they have the big fans? And
you want to have a big fan of fruit? Lord.
And they gotta have the fig leaves on. Bless it all, Lord.
Jessica said, "Don't
I'm saving
the fans too."
Yeah, I'm saving myself for all of that.
Lord. Well, you need a fanner. She said you need a fanner. When I'm there, I just don't have the stress. It's a different kind of stress. I'm not gonna lie. because there are some things that are not as convenient, but there are also some things that are way more like I've never had to drive myself anywhere when I'm here. Your friends will literally come and cook for you, or you can just hire a cook. You don't have to cook. I don't clean. If I clean up, it's only because I want to, not because I have to. So those are definitely some luxuries that some women there are enjoying. You know, they only show us the poverty, honey, but there's some people there, they are not struggling all the time.
No, my daughter and her girlfriend was just looking at your travel page, and because I was telling them how you might be saying bye-bye.
I'm down here. I am. My plan is to live 9 months out of the year in Nigeria and come back here in the summertime. And then as soon as a little gust of cold air blow on me, I'm out of here. Because I can't no more. I'm tired now.
So what are all the things, the cold, the winters, what else?
I also feel like, okay, so there's a lot of opportunity for business there. And I don't just mean business for me to go and make money, but also for me to create business opportunities for other people. Because jobs there is a scarcity in good jobs that actually pay a livable wage. And I feel like that because God has given me the opportunity so many times to build businesses, I can take these skills and do it anywhere. And then there are people there, they want to work. They literally want to work. And I'm not saying it's not like that here, but I'm saying there, people want to work. So it wouldn't be an issue of finding good employees. You know, they want to work. So I feel like it'll be a 2-in-1. I can use the skills that I have, create job opportunities, and people can actually make money. That's my goal. They make money where they can actually live and live good. That's my goal. Creating an opportunity for everybody. I want to do that.
And while I lay there and get fed grapes.
While you lay there and get fed grapes. And by the time I'm there, though, my goal is also to transition, because here I'm the worker bee. There, I want to be the manager. I don't want to be the worker.
Yeah, that part.
So,
what did Nitra say?
She said, let me click on this.
Our money goes a long way in Africa.
That I met a young lady in Kenya, and her rent is about $105 a month. And she talks about how it's best to buy land in Africa and rent it out to people. Anitra, so my house there, I rent that house, and you literally, in Nigeria anyway, I literally pay my rent once per year, and it's very, 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 very affordable. And my house that I'm renting in Nigeria, because I'm working to buy, Lord bless it. That's not that house, buy a house. Showing your face with my face queen. That's my goal. But my rent there for the whole year is less than $5,000 US. And that house there is 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, has a dining room. It just is a big space. So you definitely do get a lot more for your money. You don't have these monthly deals like we have here, where every month you're owing something. It's kind of like some of the stuff is just pay as you go. So if you, however much life you want to use, like NEPA, you're paying, like I forgot how much I paid. I don't know. I'm not that good in the currency exchange, like off the top of my head. But it's like just literally recharging. You know, there's no winter, so there's no gas bill. It's just, you're right. It's a lot more affordable. The money goes a lot further. And if you can be doing something here that makes you money and you take it there, you can definitely live a good life. You can start some good businesses. And that is a portion of my plan. That's my plan. Some things that I plan to open fantasy events. Africa. I don't know the exact country yet, but I plan to do that business again. I plan to do real estate there. I don't want to help people buy and sell. I want to build a condominium unit and rent the units out. So that's what I would like to do. But there are so many different things that you can do. And somebody literally messaging me right now in my inbox. I know they see I'm live. Let me not do that. But yeah, so she said exactly. I love to work here for 6 months and live in Africa for 6 months or something. Anitra, come on over to Nigeria with me and check it out.
Come on over to Death Row, girl.
Come on over to Death Row Records.
We
And
about to do
it's
this.
definitely doable. Even that's why everything that I think about now, I own my.
I don't even want to be here for 6 months.
Yeah, I only want to do 3.
Nah,
I just want to
I'm
do
doing
it
that
more.
over
And
there.
I go back and sit on the beach. I want to live close to the beach so I can just go and sit on the beach and look at the ocean and just, I don't know what comes after the just yet.
Do you feel like there's been a big change from the start when you first went there and you saw everything and stuff? Because I remember you calling and saying, "Oh, I saw a rat. Oh, I saw this, I saw that," and you
No,
were just so amazed about certain
That
things.
part hasn't
And you was
changed.
like, "I can't talk. I got the lights is about to go out."
Okay, so the rat situation, there are some parts in Legos in particular, because when I went to, like, when I've been to Owerri or just maybe not in the heart of Legos, you don't see it as much, but there are some parts in Legos where you see a lot of rats come out at night because the way that they do the trash pickup is not the best method. You might see a lot of trash piled in the street. So of course it's gonna attract.
Like New York, girl, I seen a rat pick up a head of
definitely it will
lettuce.
put you in the mind frame of New York. So I'm more cautious about where I am at night when I'm out because I'm very much still afraid of the rats. The lights, I've gotten better. This time around, like before when the lights used to go off, I used to be like, oh my God, the lights are off. But now, Ifeanyi and I, we will turn the flashlight on our camera and you would think that nothing happened. Sometimes we'll have fuel in the generator and we won't even cut it on because it's like, do we really need to see us looking at each other or looking at our phone?
Right.
The only thing is that it's hot when you don't turn on the generator when the lights go off. But yes, I definitely have adapted better to some of those situations. I still don't like the big roaches. If you've been to Georgia or the Dominican Republic, those big roaches, I mean, they are
cockroaches.
Those are for real roaches. I still don't like those. The geckos or the iguanas, I don't know what they call, but I don't like those. But I think I don't overreact the way I used to.
So you just see chickens still crossing the road and stuff?
See chickens crossing the road, and they walk freely. Like, I used to be so amazed. I'm still amazed at that because they know where their homes are. In the daytime, they'll go out and walk around freely.
Shut your mouth.
I'm serious.
The chickens know where their homes are.
They know where their homes are. And they'll go home at night, and nobody will take them and cook them. I'm always amazed at that, too, because I'm like, so you just gonna walk? And there was one time we were in the village and this chicken walked right past the fire. I'm like, you just about to cook yourself, huh? You gonna walk right into the fire and fry yourself. So I'm still amazed by stuff like that. You'll see little goats running around sometimes. There are a lot of little dogs that are just free there, and they're not like the dogs here. They're not trying to bite you or nothing. They're friendly little dogs, you know. You'll be driving down the street sometime you'll see a herd of goats or cows or something just there. And
when you get I saw a documentary, like if a family gets a cow, that's like big. That's big for them,
big.
right?
That's big. If it's a special occasion and somebody kill a cow or a goat for you, honey, they value you. So when you come, we gonna kill a goat or
no, I'm good.
we gonna
no goat.
Some goat.
Just the man with the loincloth on.
Okay, I'm gonna give my friend
a piece of.
I can't even think his name because you got me here thinking about this darn loincloth. Obina. I'm gonna get, oh no, Ozo. Ozo is cute. I'm gonna get Ozo. You know, man, Obina can be great. If my two girlfriends can cook for you, they be in the kitchen dancing, girl. I'm like, girl, is the food ready? You go in there and be a fool.
I saw them on the
But
video.
that's what I actually love. I'm hardly ever alone sometimes it's a big adjustment too when I come back home, because when my guests left, you know, my friends came, so you have people around you all the time. You eat together. We literally, me and my friends will eat off the same plate. You don't even have a separate plate. 3 people can literally eat off the same plate. It's more of like a family, and I like that. I like it.
So what you trying to say? You got to start eating off each other's plate.
We do, unless you eat with somebody that's really hungry and they eating the meat real fast. You like, girl, let me get some of that meat. But yeah, I like that. It's nice, very nice. But before I forget too, because I shared the link earlier today, I'm very, very excited about our journal. I'm very excited about our journal because we were originally talking about pushing through and continuing to keep going. And I think a part of pushing through is to set a goal and then stay diligent with that goal. And so I've been a journal girly for a long time. I have written
Me too. I got so many
and made it plain. And then I found out that you were also a journal girly as well. So when we decided to get together and create our own journal, that was something that was, I was just so happy about that. When I saw it today, I was so happy because it's like literally.
My daughter, she keeps clicking on it.
I clicked it about 10 times too. And things, you know,
that's gonna pull it to the top.
Don't despise the day of humble beginnings. You can start with something small, but just get started, girl. Get started.
Girl, get started.
Keep going. Keep pushing. When it gets hard, get your friend and you can cry on her shoulder for a minute, but then when you finish, you gotta keep going again. And when you finish that, some people want, one thing I want to say too, some people will finish one thing and then they pat themselves on the back and say, job well done, and they think that's the end. That's the end of that part. Take your break, and then it's time to move to the next thing. The job is done when your days here are done. Otherwise, you still got stuff to do. So get started. I think back to when I wrote everything down about before Taste of Africa had a name. It was pieces of written down vision, you know. And look at it now. So I love our journal, and I'm excited. I hope some ladies who have been having like some ideas will actually get the journal and start to write those things down. We put it in 3 different sections. The first one, write the vision and make it plain, whatever it is that you see for your life. Because I think if anybody had told me that I would be doing what we're discussing right now in Africa, I wouldn't have believed them years ago.
No,
because it seems so big. And the second part of our journal, you have not because you ask not. Some things can seem so big that you don't even want to open up your mouth and say, God, this is really what I would like to do. This is really what I would like to have. Write it down. Go ahead and profess it. Start to manifest that into your life. Why can't you? If you could do anything that you can do all by yourself, it's probably too small, you know? But those big things, you have not because you ask not. Put those things down. And then the third section, faith without work is dead. Write that plan. What is the work that needs to happen? You can't just write it and leave it.
No.
What do I need to do? What's the first step? When I take the first step, I can literally cross it off the list and move to the next step. But you have to have a plan. There's so many people that I see that say, I want the things, I want to have things, I want to do things. They don't even know what it involves to actually do it. Think about it. Do the research. You are the research queen, actually.
And this,
write it down.
And this is the kind of journal that you will keep in your bed. And when you have those dreams and visions and you wake up in the middle of the night, write in your
Write
journal,
it.
write
Anitra,
whatever God gives you,
whatever God
plan.
gives you, whatever He gives you. Anitra said, I know we tend to wait until everything is perfect, but sometimes we just need to get started. Girl, get started. You just need to get started. Nothing will ever always be perfect. One thing will seem like it's coming together, and then you'll have 5 other things that pop up, and you be like, oh my God, just get started. Get started and don't stop. And if the plan changes, that's okay, but don't change the goal. So I'm very excited about our journal because I actually want us to get together with some girlfriends and we all do a journaling girlfriend session because
we're gonna have a tea party.
We'll have a tea party, and I don't like to wait till the new year to start figuring out. I want to, when the new year roll in, I want to already well into my plan of things that I want to accomplish. So we're gonna do this before the new year comes. We're gonna get together with different flavors of tea.
That's right.
We'll have a little wine too, right? Can we have some wine? We're gonna have, well, Jesus turned water into wine, honey. I'm gonna turn.
Oh, this ain't wine, this is fruit punch.
We're gonna have some wine too, and we are going to get some things down on
I just
paper.
want to look rich because I am.
Lord,
my sunglasses at.
Put your sunglasses on. We're gonna get some things down. We're gonna write the vision, make it plain. Those big things, write those big things down, and then we're gonna make a plan. And we are going to hold each other accountable. Lord. What beach we on? What beach we on?
I still want to stay over this side of the earth.
No,
ma'am.
We at Elaguchi Beach, honey. We at Elaguchi right now.
So controlling.
So I'm not.
So y'all get our journal.
Get your copy of Girl Get Started and prepare to come to
Girl Get Started.
We're having a tea party. A tea wine party. A tea and wine.
Party.
Queen gonna sing. Queen gonna sing in her little microphone.
Just a tea.
She gonna sing in her little microphone for y'all.
We're gonna tell all these haters they won't break our soul.
And yeah. I'm excited.
Anitra, you excited?
Anitra, you here?
She think we going crazy.
Right. Hey.
Well, it is time for me to get my beauty rest. You know, the children call in the morning.
For the kids, I got stuff to do this week, but I'm not gonna complain.
Don't complain, girl.
I won't complain.
What did Anitra say?
She said, "What you say?"
I say you excited.
She said, "Are you excited, Anitra?"
Oh, here come the interference.
That's your dog?
That's Minnie. That's her dog, not mine.
I see. Well,
push through, girl. You got this.
Keep pushing. Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Don't be complacent.
Lord, I rebuke the spirit of complacency. I rebuke it.
Don't be stagnant.
We will.
Don't be lazy about it.
Don't be lazy.
And when you have those lazy moments, we all do. You know, Mari, she'll push me, and well, we gotta go. We got clock ticking and stuff. I be mad, but I do what she say, and I do the same to her. You know, get you somebody that can hold you accountable.
Tell you the truth. Tell you
especially doing business.
Yes, ma'am. So
we got this.
We got this. It's always good seeing your face, Queen. I got to see it 2 days in a row.
Well, we wasn't supposed to be in that, you know. It's okay.
What?
But Saturday, we will see y'all, and we talking about 4 o'clock. We talking about what?
I done forgot what we talking about.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, partnership. Do
That's
you have a partner? 'Cause we need to
what
talk
is a
about
partner?
that. We need to talk about partnership. So,
What is a
what
partner?
is a partner? Do you have one? Do you have one? Anitra said we need to do this every day.
We gonna be there.
Anitra, sometimes I need to talk to somebody every day. I need to get this off my chest.
We getting there.
Every day.
Every
All
day.
my life, I had to fight. Stop looking at me like that.
What did you eat?
What did I eat?
Mhm.
Girl, we had leftovers. We had leftovers.
My hamburger and hot dog was good.
It was.
Yeah.
Honey, these girls can eat here. They can
I
really
see.
eat. So,
God.
yeah.
Well, I was happy to see you anyway.
Likewise, Juaniel.
Look better than you did yesterday, melancholy.
I just rebuke people pulling me into you're not gonna pull me into your storm. I'm gonna pull you into my peace.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my. Telling everybody.
That was the
Girl,
dance break. It just started, honey.
Oh, let me sing. Let the rain of your presence fall on me. Oh, okay.
You better have got me a little microphone. That's all I gotta say.
I did.
Thank you. Because I'm gonna be holding it every time I talk now. So excited for it.
I love you.
I love you too. Don't let the kids get on your nerves tomorrow.
Lord, don't let no power go out.
Don't let the power
Jesus.
go out, Lord. And don't let those kids stress you tomorrow. Because tell them I'm going to come up there. I'll push little kids down. I'm going to push them down for you. Or pinch them if you want.
Bye, Mar.
I will pinch a kid for you. I will pinch a kid for you.
Mar, bye.
So don't choose violence, y'all. I'm only choosing it for her. But ladies, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay focused, and we're gonna keep checking in. We're gonna keep checking in because this year is almost over and we are finishing strong. And we love you, and we are here for you. Right, Queen?
Yep.
Bye, y'all.
Yep.
Good night.
Peace. Good night.